All right. So, around this time of year, I usually start thinking about like how crazy it is, how much things change in just like 365 days or 366 days if it's a leap year. But like, it's crazy. It really is. Like, not even just how much things change, but like how much you accomplish or can accomplish or how much you do in just a matter of 365 days. So basically I decided that I wanted to make this video, and I'm going to title it 19 Things I Did at 19 because my birthday's right around the corner. It's about a week and a half after New Year's. So instead of making a birthday video and a New Year's video, I decided to combine it into one video. So yeah, so this year was definitely adventurous. It was definitely eventful, and I'm thankful for all the things that I was able to accomplish and able to experience this year. The first thing was that I went to Florida twice, once in January, kicked off the new year there, and again in August. Yeah, super hot. Number two, I drove and took a plane. So I drove down in January, and then, which was long, we got stuck in snow in DC on the way back. It was crazy. And then in August we took a plane. It would have been too hot to take a car in August. Number three, I went to New York City 4 times. I'm so thankful to live in Connecticut where I can go to New York City so often. In those 4 times, I finally got to go to Central Park, and I went to see Strawberry Fields, which, if you don't know, it's the John Lennon Memorial. It's the circle with Imagine, and I took a picture there. I also got to see, within those 4 times, one of the times when I went to see Central Park, I also saw Hedwig and the Angry Inch with Darren Criss. It was a couple days before his closing weekend. I went with 2 of my really close friends. That same day we met Jonathan Groff and Darren Criss. The other Broadway show that I saw was back in January. It was almost a year ago now. I saw Phantom of the Opera. That first time I went to a Broadway show, when I went and saw Phantom of the Opera, was actually the first time I ever rode a train, which was, maybe I'll talk about that experience another time. Not just the train, but seeing Phantom of the Opera and the hecticness I went to get there. I also went to Elsie Fest, the first annual Elsie Fest that was hosted by Darren Criss, which was the other time I got to see Darren Criss live in 2015. Elsie Fest was absolutely amazing, and I really look forward to hopefully being able to go again next year because it was great, and I'm sure that they will be having it again. It will be in Vermont, so it'll be a little bit more difficult, but it was a great experience, and I definitely hope I get to experience it again. Number 9, I actually in 2015 transferred schools twice. I know that sounds crazy, but I transferred from my school in Vermont to a school in Connecticut for the fall, and now for the spring I'm actually transferring back to my school in Vermont. I'll probably talk about that in another video soon once I move in and everything. Maybe I'll shoot a video in my dorm about it and talk about it, the reasons why. Number 11, I actually had my first real job this year. I've had jobs under the table and stuff, but I've never had like an actual like job and like a steady like continuous paycheck. I worked at an amusement park over the summer, and it was awesome. Definitely like a very rewarding experience. I got to be a ride operator. It was awesome. Also, in this last year, I learned how to cook. Well, kind of. The apartment, I lived in an apartment on campus at the school I transferred to this semester, and we had a kitchen and everything, so I was like, instead of going to the dining hall all the time, I decided I wanted to learn how to make my own food. Me and my friend made homemade mac and cheese for like the first thing I ever made, and I learned how to make a bunch of things with pasta and chicken, and it was awesome, and I'm really looking forward to continuing to cook because I always thought I'd suck at it, but I'm really not that as bad as I thought I would be. I also, one of my favorite things I've done this semester, actually, not the entire year, just this semester, was I got to explore a bunch of coffee shops. I absolutely love coffee shop culture. I love, like, sitting in coffee shops. I'm always so much more productive when I'm sitting in a coffee shop or with a warm beverage in my hand. So I really look forward to exploring more coffee shops in the next year and hopefully returning to some of my favorites that I got to visit this the past couple months. Maybe I'll start a blog. Maybe I'll start a blog and review of coffee shops this year. That could be another thing I do this year. Just ideas, just ideas. I went to, along with 2 Broadway shows and LC Fest, I also went to 2 concerts. I went and saw Fall Out Boy back in June at the Xfinity Center in Hartford. It was an outdoor concert and it was awesome. I was towards, it was outdoors, but I was in the seating. I was towards the back of the seating. I was in like the front. I was in the middle section in the back towards the front of that section. And it really wasn't bad. Like, I saw everything, like I could see them, and even they came up to sing, I think, 2 songs in the back of my section, so I was really not that far, and touched Patrick Stump's hand. So, I mean, go with back seating. It's awesome. And I also, after being a pretty big fan for like 7 years, I finally saw All Time Low in concert, so that was pretty awesome. I saw them in November. That was great. I did my first color run, which is something I've always wanted to do. I didn't run the whole time, but I also didn't walk the whole time. I'll probably do it again this next year. I was also in another show. I only did 1 show this year. I'm used to doing 2, but I did, I was in Hair up in my school up in Vermont. It was a great experience. I made some really great friends doing it. Yeah, I loved it. Never, like, that Hair was one of those shows that I never thought I would want to be in. But I wouldn't change the experience I had during that show for like anything. It was great. Number 18 was I walked 18 miles at Relay for Life. I don't know, some people think that that's not that much, some people think that that's a lot. I think it's a lot. It's my 3rd year doing it. The first year we walked 10 miles, the second year we walked 15 miles, and then we were supposed to do 20 miles, but I was like about to die at the end because my legs were killing me, and they were starting to do the closing ceremonies when we were finishing. So next year I definitely plan on hopefully doing at least 20, if not 25 miles next year. And we'll definitely be starting walking earlier so that I can get more done. And my last, one of my last like highlights of the year is that I finally made it to Boston. I just did that 2 days ago now. I'm filming this on Wednesday. I went on Monday. This will probably be hopefully posted on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I went on December 28th. It was my first time in Boston. Well, technically I went on a field trip to the Science Museum in 5th grade, but that doesn't really count. I don't remember it very well, and I didn't get to see Boston. So even though we were lost most of the time, it was a really great experience. And I definitely look forward to going back since I've been to New York so many times. I've only been to Boston that one time, but definitely, I will definitely go back. I guess that's it. That's my 19 things I did at 19 things I did in 2015. 2015 was a pretty adventurous, pretty great year, and I'm really looking forward to 2016. So I'd just like to say thank you to all the people who made my 2015 amazing. I hope everyone has an amazing new year. Have a great 2016. Here's to a great 2016. If you didn't know, I'm looking into creating more content for my YouTube channel this year. So if you have a YouTube account, a Google account, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel wherever the thing is under the video, I'm assuming. And I look forward to seeing y'all in 2016. Have a great New Year's Eve. Thank you very much. See ya.